Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the vlog. We're heading to one of the biggest Porsche meets in Manila, and it's our local version of Lift the Cult, which is like the Porsche meet that happens in the US. It is technically 9/11 day, but it's October already because we were busy with the RWB thing in September. So normally they have it on the 9/11 day, but today is the day. I brought an umbrella just in case it rains, but we're expecting a lot of Porsches. The last meet we had was, I think, 100 plus Porsches. Battery is low. I have a feeling we're not going to see all the Porsches come out because the rain does cancel out a lot of people. But overall, these supercar owners, Porsche owners, will take their car out in the rain. I know some Ferrari drivers will not take their Ferraris out in the rain, but we're expecting at least 50 cars. Last time there was some really cool classics. Sport Classic was there. There was a Speedster there. But with this rain, we don't know what's gonna happen. And then if we have time this afternoon, I have to drop by 4x4 Portal because I'm ordering a winch for RWB Murasaki Shikibu. Yes, we're going to install a winch while I'm away. In fairness, the rain has lightened up already, but yeah, it's still very dark and cloudy. But I am excited to get RWB Murasaki back and do some finishing touches to it. We have a lot of ideas on how to complete the look for the Safari version for the car. You can see the tires slipping. So minor pooling of water already on the highway, and that's gonna deter a lot of people, but hopefully we get some nice views and cars. This is Al, who's moving traffic around. This is Kev Carlos. Looks like Kev. Morning!
Morning!
That's dedication for you.
Yeah.
Standing in the rain. What time were you here?
Before 7?
Oh, wow. Check this out. Nice early long hood Safari. This one apparently is by Tuthill. Refreshed by Tuthill. It's got the French on it. That's so cool. Love seeing unique cars like this, and you smell the fumes. Here's Mr. Kev Carlos. Interesting venue. It looks like a undeveloped commercial area. This one looks gangster also. Very Magnus Walker. Definitely up there. I love the single latch for the hood. This looks like an early 911, not even a G body, if I'm not mistaken. It looks tinier, so an E body. This would be a G body. Now for the uninitiated, Porsches all look alike. This is a GT3 RS, if I'm not mistaken, 991.1, 991.2. The bumpers make the difference. This is the new 992 GT3. As much as I love the look of this car, actually still prefer the 997 era. And you guys know I love air-cooled. This is a 993 cab. Yep, beautiful 993 Cabriolet. I wouldn't mind owning this one. Who owns this car? Maybe we should try to buy it. And oh my god, it's a manual. It's a 4 manual cab 993. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What do you think? He left the handbrake down. It's so tapang. It's so brave of him to leave the handbrake down. And we have here the most unloved of all the Porsches, the 996 era. This is a 996 Boxster. It's just because of the headlights, but if you get over it quickly, the headlights are okay. This is the era of Porsche when they were going through financial crisis, and this was like the low budget version of a Porsche. And I can tell already that the guy doesn't use it very hard because the brakes are not yet glazed. Here's another early G-body. This one much older, has a different bumper. This is a racing bumper. I think it's like the RS bumper. You got the big whale tail, and then the coveted 992 GT3 RS, which, I don't know, don't hate me, but I think these cars are overpriced. What do you guys think? It's beautiful, no doubt. The aero is amazing, but because of the price point, I don't see people really tracking this car anymore. And it's just become relegated to a show car. So the old school GT3 RS, these are amazing also. This is a replica of a sport classic. I think this is not an original, or maybe it's an original. Who knows? There's a replica that we saw before. I have to check if this is an original, but it does look authentic. Here we have a GT2. This is the Widowmaker for the 997 series. A lot of the owners here are all original. Oh, it's a 996 GT2. And here we have a 964 cab driven by Errol. This looks like a 993 Turbo S. It's got the side intake ducts. Oh, it's a Carrera 4S. I'm mistaken. So the Turbo 4S and the Carrera 4S share the same wide body fenders, but this one has the special intakes which are factory. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're running at the end here, and just another 992. This one's a classic also. This is a 901. Okay, I don't even know this code. It's too early. It's too early and it's too old in my dictionary. This is a 4-cylinder? Yeah. Like a early Volkswagen?
Yeah.
Ah, so there you go. Educated. Even I'm educated. 912. 4-cylinder. Morning, Ivan. Ivan is a walking Porsche encyclopedia. But this is based off the early Volkswagen, so I guess that's why it's a 4-cylinder. Mr. Kev Carlos car. You guys should send Kev messages and tell him, RWB na yan. The beautiful 997 GT3, my favorite, my absolute favorite car. Of all the eras, of all the engines, of all the setup, this one is the coveted one, and that's why I have two of them. So far, that's the cars that showed up. These are the hardcore people that really don't give an F about the rain. We'll go walk over to where my car's parked. There's not much cars over there. They moved all the classic cars to this side. Looks like they want to highlight the old classics. That's why you see the classics here. And then obviously some special cars like this, the GT2, very special car. I have a feeling the 992 GT3 RS will dip in value before it goes up. Maybe in the near future it'll go up, but Porsche is developing the 992 GT2 RS already, which is a .2. So what do you think of this car?
Personally for me, like, I think it's super cool, but I don't know if it's worth the money.
Exactly.
That's my honest...
No, that's my same sentiments. And at this price point, I don't see anyone tracking this car.
You don't see anybody tracking these cars. And not even in 992 trim. Only Pau, maybe.
Pau, yeah. Pau Mantolino
Yeah.
and his Ruby Stone 992.
Yeah, but that's it.
Yeah. But the price between that car and this car is another 10 plus million.
That's what I'm saying.
How insane!
Diba?
Right? So it's like I can buy a 997 GT3 and have way more fun and not worry.
And you go nuts in it.
Yeah.
You know, you drive it as it was intended.
Yeah.
Right?
Here you're
These,
cautious.
You're like,
I might break something.
I don't wanna.
Something might
rip
fall
something.
off.
I don't wanna stone chip.
The 992 Cup car versus GT3 RS on track, this is still roughly 4 seconds slower. Even on 19-inch slick. Just to give you context of what a real race car can do versus still a road track car.
Race car.
Yeah.
Plus, you're not afraid of like getting everything
No.
stiffened up, suspension.
Yeah, because it's a
heat
race
on
car.
it. Exactly.
And the guy driving the all-out road car with the 19-inch slicks was James Safronas from GMG. So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And we were comparing times and we're like, you're still 4 seconds slower. He goes, yeah, the car's heavy.
And 4 seconds is a lifetime.
Oh my God. In
It's a
racing,
lifetime.
yeah, that's like half a corner ahead.
I'd even say a whole straightaway.
There you have it. Maki's thoughts on the 992. Don't get us wrong. We love.
No. Don't get me wrong. Like, I wish I had the money to buy.
Oh yeah. We love the car.
I wish I had the money to
Okay, here's another question. Do you think they're going to lower in value? Because right now people are paying a premium, but it's not limited. People
Yes.
think it's limited, but it's actually not a limited production. It's a limited time period.
buy. Correct.
So, do you think it's going to take a dip before it goes up in the future?
I would compare this to the same way watch dealers have been doing things, right?
Yeah.
So it comes to a point everybody just gets fatigued out.
Yeah.
To the point that, it's okay. I'll just wait.
Yeah, exactly, right? And in Manila, how many have you seen?
Quite a bunch.
Right?
Right?
Exactly. It's not as limited as
Nope.
the car or, you know, like the ST or this one. People think it's gonna go up in value. I think it's actually gonna dive.
Correct. Because in a way, people will get tired of waiting and they'll be like, screw it.
Yeah, and most people find the ride harsh on the GT3s.
Exactly.
They're
So they'll be
still
like, okay, just give me a Turbo S.
Exactly. I had the Turbo S. I found it too soft. So I walked to the other side where it's a little quieter, and then we have a few cars coming in still. Here's some more cars. 997s, 992 Turbo, another GT3 992, another 997. Morning. Oh, so Yutaka didn't come out today. This is a 997 4S, 991.2 GT3, 992 Turbo S, Jason Chua Choice 997 Carrera. I love the BBS in this. This is a 997.1 Carrera, and then a 997.2 GT3 RS, a 992 Turbo. Which is the .2? Or is that a different bumper?
991.
991.1.
991.2.
Okay.
992.
Damn it, I'm getting old. I can't keep track of the...
Everyone gets confused.
I can't keep track of the new cars anymore. And that's Ivan, the organizer. He knows everything Porsche, so you can go bug him for all the details because apparently I'm not in touch anymore with the newer model series cars. The cars are running. The safari car just started. Then it stopped raining already, so just had some breakfast, enjoyed some company. Morning, Deej. It's the man, Archie.
What's up? I like this car.
Oh my god. I think everyone likes this car. Oh,
Easy.
the hood's open.
Ganda.
Ah.
I didn't even know there's something like that. Here.
RWB! Next ka, next. Hi, nako. Thanks, Kev. So people are starting to leave already. There's the car here as well. And the ST is the major highlight of the event. This is overtly expensive, beyond normal. So back to this car, the overtly expensive car. There seems to be a trend here. Porsche has realized how special these cars are and how much people are willing to pay. The car average price, I'd say 30-ish upwards. The ST apparently 42-ish upwards. The 992 GT3 RS about 31 to 33. That is the same price as a GT3 RS. GT3 RS, and as you heard the discussion, I don't think these cars will hold their price very well because the cars are not exclusive in terms of volume. They're only exclusive in terms of when the production timeline will be. But take your pick. That's the same price as the GT3 RS, right, Ivan?
And the house.
And a house. But the ST cost more.
Yeah, 2 houses.
I'm so blown away at how the market has gone crazy over these cars.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? ST, the car, GT3 RS. But I was telling the viewers, I noticed this trend that Porsche is milking the limited exclusive market by pumping out so many limited cars.
Yeah.
And really
saving the manuals for...
and really capitalizing on the rates that, imagine those prices are absurd for Porsches now. Normally, Porsche is supposed to be affordable, but wala na. We've gone way above
We have to
normal.
accept that they're exotics already.
I love admiring the GT3 RS, but I don't think I can justify owning one. Even this, I think the 997 that we built might be a good competitor. The steel part or aluminum part there, that's a skid plate. And then that's the tow hook over there. So the roof box has lights built in, which is pretty cool. I wonder how the wiring is for the roof box. I'm curious to know. So the wiring goes to that part there. Ah, okay. And then the gravel tires. It's so crazy. But right now, let's get out of here and head to Philinvest so that we can check on Murasaki, take some photos, and decide on the roll bars. Okay, look at this beautiful colored one. This looks like a 912 also. I'm not so versed on the older Porsches. And look, another GT3 RS. All these parking lot cars. So we have the Renline roof rack. And should we mount it on Archangel? Looks like Leo put some film. I love the houndstooth interior. I think we should. Just to look a little different, a little cute. We have RWB Tubero here. And Andrew was saying that he broke one of the radiator fans, but parked next to Archangel. Just 2 RWBs today. A lot of the RWBs are needing repair. Archie brought out the Pink Pig. This is Archie's new project, copied from the racing. Oh my god, with the helmet. Well done. So if you guys didn't know, in Germany, this is how they cut swine. Swine is pork, and this is how they portion it. I can't promote it because I'm vegan. but well done.
Thank you, thank you.
See you. Okay, I'm out.
See you.
Let's hope my car starts. The battery was weak this morning. Yeah. Welcome back to Fun Best. It's a place we did some donuts. Can't wait to see the video. And just gonna drop by 4x4 Portal to check on the car. Okay, so we're here back in 4x4 Portal, and the car has been parked here ever since we road tested it. Hopefully by the time this video is out, the video where we were testing the car is out also. And as you can see, we've trapped a lot of dirt here, which means we need to cover this section so that we don't trap any further dirt. The biggest problem is we ended up ripping out this section of the kit, which means we actually can't retain that section because we want more clearance. So I think I need to fix the overhang of the car. The intercooler sits right here, which means we can have a vent that goes down here and trim all this out. So we're gonna have a bash guard also, and then I might have to change the exhaust to something that's a little higher. I need to design the kit in such a way that might be, we'll just go with a center style exhaust so we can get rid of this section right here. So exhaust cover, I lost this part sadly, which is fine. And I have a feeling we can increase the ride height further in the back, because from when we tested to how it's settled, it's 1 finger, and then the front is about 2 fingers. Yeah, so 1 finger for the back, 2 fingers for the front, which means I can crank the rear shocks to go up even more in the back. So I can turn up the springs in the back to give the rear more stiffness, because what's happening now is the load of everything in the back is very heavy. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a quick sneak peek on what's going to happen to Murasaki. We're going to end up making a lower bash guard underneath, and then we're going to put aluminum plates on the lower half also, just to protect the lower bumper. I might need to change the exhaust because that's not good. You see how the can is sitting below, and the departure angle is really bad, which means we might need to come straight from the catalytic and not have the can on the lower half. Let's see if we can shuffle it up and change the direction. Need to study that. I might need to change exhaust altogether and might have to remove decline in canal system. Tow hook, we're gonna test also when we get to classic speed. And then chipped the paint already, but that's fine. Gotta get this working. And then the plate mount, I gotta figure out how to mount the plates later on. Could be where the tow hook is or somewhere beside it, but maybe underneath. The exhaust, you might keep it like this, very JDM style to bring it out. And then the mud flaps, along with touching up the cut line of Nakai, and then putting extra mud flaps everywhere so that we don't retain dirt. I'm gonna also get a rear spacer, bring this out just a little. This one we touched up the day itself, and that needs to be done. On the side skirt, I want to put a slide guard also, or what they call rock slider, where it's a bar that crosses through the whole side skirt, so that if you ever get stuck on a rock, you're able to just slide off and not damage the body panel. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm probably gonna end up retouching the things that we've scratched here already. So ended up damaging the lower skirt already, but that's fine. We can repaint that. We're gonna have to remove the panel also, so we can figure out where we're going to bolt on the rock slider. And I'm gonna install the piece here for the gas flap. Rado didn't want his. And then the front end is going to be interesting because we ordered a winch from 4x4 Portal. We have maybe 6,500 pound winch strapped to the front. The car is only 3,500 pounds, so ample enough to get itself out of trouble. And we'll have a winch attached to the front bash guard along with some PIA fog lights, and then we will have the bash guard goes under, and then we're gonna have aluminum skid plates again underneath just to protect the lower half of the car. So the skid plates will be in case we want to hit some trails, and then we have the ability to not damage the radiator. So here on the side, the radiator is already sticking out. That's my lowest point, but we can make it in such a way that we can bend the plate to go upward. And then yeah, we're gonna reinforce the underneath, take out the plastic cowling there, and then replace it with aluminum. This part here easily got torn off because it was too low. I already told Nakai when he was installing it not to put the front lip, but he really wanted to put the front lip on. Some small things that we need to adjust for the car. And I'm going to contact BIA Lights and see what lights we can get for the car as well. But overall, this car came out really well and really happy with it. In the Porsche event, people were asking like, hey, where's your car at? So it's here on display, and this will be the last week for display because I need to prep the car for the Manila Auto Salon. We want to show the car and show that, you know, you don't need copious amounts of money to build a 4x4 Safari Porsche. This is such a fun platform, and half of me wants to build a second one already in a Safari mode because it's really such a ton of fun to drive on the dirt and not care. Normally when you're driving all these super low profile tires, and especially in this season where it's really rainy, you have to be conscious, you have to be looking out for where you're passing. But with cars like this, you just drive. You don't think, you drive, and you don't ask anymore. You just go. So that's the fun bit of owning this car. And a lot of people who have never thought of buying an RWB are now interested in buying an RWB because of what we did here. And I think it's going to open the gate to even more Porsche clientele in the future. So on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this Sunday video looking at Porsches, talking about Porsches, and thanks for 4x4 Portal for keeping RWB Murasaki Shikibu here, but it's time to move it out and get on with the rest of the updates for the car.